in isolation. We take it as part and parcel, policy and understanding of Modi government as it is the understanding of international finance capital represented by International Monetary Fund and World Bank. इनको ब्रेटन वुड इंस्टीट्यूट्स कहते हैं और ये ब्रेटन वुड इंस्टीट्यूट्स एक वाशिंगटन कंसेंसस के नाम पे डॉक्यूमेंट बनाए थे, उसके बाद न्यू लिबरल इकोनॉमिक पॉलिसी चलाए थे, उसके बाद सारी दुनिया के देशों को स्ट्रक्चरल एडजस्टमेंट प्रोग्राम करने को बोले थे, हर देश में न्यू लिबरल इकोनॉमिक एजेंडा घुसाने को बोले थे और हमारे देश में भी 1991 में वो एजेंडा घुसाया गया। 1991 ऑनवर्ड्स हम लोग इन पॉलिसीज के खिलाफ लड़े थे। हमारी रेजिस्टेंस की वजह से हमारे लेबर लॉज अमेंड नहीं हो पाए थे। हमारी रेजिस्टेंस की वजह से हम पब्लिक सेक्टर और गवर्नमेंट डिपार्टमेंट्स को बचा पाए थे। बट नरेंद्र मोदी गवर्नमेंट आइडियोलॉजिकली, पॉलिटिकली believes in no public sector, no government sector. They say government has no role in business. Government has no business to do business. और ये कोई नया नारा नहीं है, ये उनका नारा 55-56 में जब हिंदुस्तान में इस देश में डेवलपमेंट का रास्ता क्या होगा ये डिस्कशन चल रही थी, तो हमारी फ्रीडम मूवमेंट ने जो रास्ता दिया वो रास्ता था हमारे नेशनल रिसोर्सेज, हमारे नेचुरल रिसोर्सेज, लैंड, माइंस, फॉरेस्ट, वाटर्स, एवरीथिंग अंडर द अर्थ और our water bodies or in forest areas, all these resources will be national property. And we will work on these resources, build India self-reliant economy to pursue the policy of getting rid of illiteracy, poverty, unemployment, sickness, everybody to have work and guarantee of work and then proper wages and proper labor rights to pursue through collective bargaining process. तो जो हम लोग फ्रीडम मूवमेंट में तय किए थे, लड़े थे, उसको जब इंडिपेंडेंट इंडिया में परस्यू करने का कोशिश किया, so RSS was opposed to it and जनसंघ पार्टी, भारतीय जनता पार्टी, whose ideological base is राष्ट्रीय स्वयंसेवक संघ, so they follow what RSS says. RSS was never in support of fighting against British rule. Neither they supported complete independence slogan, nor they agreed for these national resources to be declared as public property. So true to their politics and their ideology, they were in opposition in 1954, 55 and 56 period. If we look at the proceedings of Parliament, Jansanghh Party said no, nothing doing, no need of public sector, no need of government sector, no need of government role in providing services to the people or investing in social sector. Government has no business to do business. So that is the matter of reality. So Mr. Narendra Modi is following the politics of RSS, Jansanghh Party, the new name Bharatiya Janata Party, and that policy is taking us back to British era. Be it labor laws, be it treatment to farmers, be it question of education, be it question of health, be it question of public sector or the government sector. So they are true to their ideology of selling the interest of nation to foreign companies and international finance capital. We are true to our ideology of working class, never to bow down before oppressors and exploiters. We fought for independence, we have that legacy. We built India as workers, we have that legacy. We were with the farmers pre-independence, we are with the farmers post-independence. And we follow our ideology and our legacy. That's why trade unions stood with the farmers' movement. Left unions took the lead, mobilized all central trade unions. All central trade unions stood with the farmers. And today we find workers-farmer unity as formidable. So 28th, 29th March strike call has been given under the slogan, Save People, Save Nation. So in the Save People, Save Nation strike, we have support from the Sanyukt Kisan Morcha. We have been with them, they were with us, they supported our strike of 26 November 2020. We stood with them like a rock from 26th November onwards. Even prior to that we were with them, but from the sitting at the borders, we stood like a rock. We tried to make Kisan movement as pan-India national movement by supporting from the workers' side all over India. All India calls of Kisan Morcha were given support. Wherever Kisans were not there in urban areas, in city areas, in industrial areas, we stood as workers, as trade union leaders and the activists supporting their national cause. So something new has happened, that this unity between workers and peasants have grown stronger, and this strike call of 28-29 March will further cement that unity of workers and farmers. So this strike is to save our nation, as I said. And we are very clear as trade union. They allow communal propaganda, they allow vigilante groups to go and attack minorities, to spread communal venom, to do the politics of violence, to continue the mob violence philosophy, insulting the women folk of minorities, not taking actions on Salli deals that have resulted in bully buy app. It is only you cry in the nation that some kind of cases are registered. I feel pained. Our youth is unemployed. Unemployment is growing. 8.1% unemployment rate. More than 50% among the unemployed is youth between the age group of 15 and 29 years. And where are they pushing my younger generation? All these boys and girls who are arrested in Sulli deal and bully by case are our young boys and girls. I feel pain for them. They have been poisoned, and the national media, especially the media which stands with Narendra Modi and with his all dirty tricks, all the drama his government creates, all the falsehood which is spread, all the communal propaganda which spreads, because of that media which has been named by the people as Godi media or Modi media, with their support, the understanding of those sitting in power, they think they can weaken workers' movement, they can weaken farmers' movement, students or youth or women's movement, intellectuals or writers or theatre movement by dividing them on religious lines. This is what they think. But Kisan movement has proved, you call them Khalistani, you call them terrorists, you call them gundas, you call them they are having fundis from abroad, but they stood their ground and they said, we are Indians,
We are patriots. We are dying for nation. Our sons are dying on the borders of the nation. You keep abusing us. We will not give up our agenda of unity and rights of farmers and saving land from the corporate houses. Our trade unions are giving befitting reply to Modi regimes and their communal agenda and polarization that we workers are workers. We are employees. We have our religions at our home. We worship. We have namaz. We have Gurudwara. We have churches. We believe in Buddha. We believe in Jainism. Various religions we believe. But still, we are workers. As workers, we do not want Indian constitution to be trampled upon. This government has no regard to Indian constitution. And look at them. They have guts to have demonstration in the Parliament street and going and telling that we are defenders of constitution. Without making full stop, comma changes, they are attacking constitution. Every day they are subverting. They are subverting federalism in this country. Land is a question of the states, but they brought 3 farm laws. It was attack on federalism and Indian constitution. Labor law is a concurrent list. State governments must be taken into confidence. They were not taken into confidence. Working class tripartite mechanism, Indian Labour Conference was not consulted. So federal structure and the procedures and the respect to the working class movement or respecting the constitutional values, the core values, government has no concern for these things. And that is why we don't think their policies are only anti-worker or anti-farmer. We think their policies are against constitution, against our nation. On the one hand side, selling the nation. On the other hand side, suppressing all those people who want to defend their nation. And that's why they are so afraid. Anybody opposing this government, they call them anti-nationals, they use sedition law, they use UAPA, they use NSA, they use NIA, they make CBI and ED to be suddenly active to nail any kind of opposition. We, the trade unions, we think that a nation is not equal to a leader. Nation is not equal to government. Nation is something above all these things. Nation is our people, our flora, fauna, our jungles, our land, our water bodies, our resources beneath land and above the land. It is our animal wealth. It is our birds' wealth. It is our nature's wealth in India. That constitutes nation. Governments can come and go through our parliamentary democratic system. Leaders can come and go because people have democratic right through their Indian constitution to elect a government or to throw away a government. So individual is not nation, government is not nation. So asking questions from the individual is not going against nation, that you will put them behind bars. Questioning government policies is not